Hi all. Good morning. It is Friday here of week 2, so we're going into the long weekend, and as such I wanted to send you a couple of reminders. The first of those is if you have not yet taken the last page from the course information packet and signed your name to that and scanned it back to me, if you could please do so. The administrative assistant, who is in charge of the English department really, as all administrative assistants are, is asking me for that. So if you could please send that my way, that'd be greatly appreciated. Second, just remember that your summary revision is due Monday of next week or earlier, since I know we're asynchronous, and so that due date kind of conflicts with Labor Day. So whenever you do get around to it prior to Monday would be great. Let me know if you have any questions about that. The third thing I want to note is where you might consider being in terms of working through where we are with the major paper for this unit. That's the primary source essay. So again, I would encourage you to get into the folder and read the discussion of that paper, and also to look at the 2 videos that I have in the spot that says my discussion of it. And so I just want to touch base with you about it, because I'm getting some questions from my face-to-face class, and I've had some questions for you about it, particularly the survey. What do you do with that? So the rest of this video is just to tell you about that in my own words again, and then I again want you to look at those other resources. So the main focus for this primary source essay is for you to argue a point related to one of the articles. So the first thing you need to do is select an article. And the second thing you need to do is argue a point related to the articles based on your experiences. So what's that article going to be? What's that experience going to be? What's that argument going to be? Really does depend on you. For example, you might look at some of the sample thesis statements that should be in our Blackboard space to give you an idea of what students have done in the past. But just off the top of my head, some of them have argued that Milgram is 100% correct. We do exactly what Milgram's experiment revealed. We go along with authority figures, even if we don't want to, so long as we know that we're not going to be held responsible. But other people might challenge that. They might say, hey, there are actually more Gretchen Brandts in the world. Or, yet again, another student might say, it's a little of the first situation, it's a little of the second situation, and let me prove that to you by sharing with you my experience and my survey results. And that's how the survey comes in. Just your own experience, which is very valuable, is a very limited sample size. It's testimony, and that can be very powerful, but in terms of doing research, it's also nice to have additional support. That's where the survey comes in. Once you know what you're arguing, what your research question is, your survey is supposed to be designed to elicit responses from your classmates to see if they have had similar results or similar experiences that can back you up and can help you make your argument. Now, maybe they haven't, but your survey gives you the opportunity to find out. And again, I would direct you to resources about how to design that survey so it's not biased, and so it's fairly straightforward, and your classmates can fill it out in a manner that gives you the answers that you need and in a timely fashion. So I hope that helps. Do look at the other resources. Do keep your questions coming to me either individually or through the Ask the Professor. And I'm going to post this in announcements, and I hope this helps. Have a great Friday.